How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Caswell Customs. Vinny here, and this is part 3 of the trailer build. So today we're hoping to get the rest of the ceiling insulated, hopefully get the ceiling back up. We've got angle iron to start welding up our front rack, just some of it, so we're going to start that process. Right now we're trying to get the old spring out and get it replaced. Running into kind of somewhat of a problem with how it's matching up with the new one, but we're going to get that figured out. We're going to get this spring switched out and get everything else done, so let's get to it. Alright, so now we've got our walls up that we got done in the last video. Now it's time to start doing the ceiling. So with these, they're just going to be in between this overhead structure. And instead of cutting them horizontally like we were before, what we're going to end up doing is cutting all these vertically long ways, because we have 8 feet of space to travel here, and these are 8 footers. So we're going to be able to put a full section in there. They're just going to get split down the long way, and we should have enough to get all the way to the end, and then we'll be doing a slanted angle one in these, kind of like we have right here. So we're going to get all that done, and obviously we got to go around all our junction boxes. I'm going to skip over those for now, because we still have to run the rest of our wire. It's got to come to each side for the lights that we're running. After we get them up, this is what the ceiling was originally attached to. It's also how we're going to hold them up in there. So it's going to sit on these and actually hold the insulation into those gaps. Here's our first piece in, fit, just like I wanted it to. So now once that board is in there, it'll hold them in place. We might end up hitting some silicone on the other side to help them seal up, but for now, they shouldn't be going anywhere once we get these boards in, and once the ceiling's on, we probably won't need the silicone. This next one is a little bit more interesting of a cut, because we do have to go around this junction box. I'm actually going to skip this one for now, because Tim's actually got to run more wiring, so we'll get on to this one. So we've got most of our ceiling insulated. There's a few spots, like I said, we're waiting on Tim to finish up just a little bit of our electrical, so I don't want to put the insulation on these panels yet, but we're now going to turn our attention to filling all of these spots. So we're just going to take all of our excess pieces and cut them to shape and fit them in there. And once those are fit in, we're pretty much ready to start putting the ceiling on. And then we're going to have the ceiling back on, and then we'll start doing the walls. But starting to look real good. It's coming together. And I don't know if you can tell on the video, but the amount of echo that was in here has been reduced greatly. It went from a lot to pretty much sounding normal, like as if we were outside, just not in the trailer, just because this soaks up so much sound. So making good progress. So we're going to start getting those pieces in. But please double check, it's just a habit. Okay. All right, so we got most of these side pieces in. You having fun? What are you laughing at? What up? Okay, all right, so we've got all these pieces in. So these corners are pretty well insulated. We've obviously, like I said, we still got some gaps. We got to run the rest of the electrical. I've already said that a million times, obviously, but this is looking pretty good. So now we can go ahead and start putting our ceiling back in, pretty much from the back all the way up to here, and then we'll hold off from that point until we get that electrical taken care of. But all in all, it's looking great. After the ceiling's up and we get all the electrical done, we get the walls up, the next big thing is going to be taking up the floor. We're not quite sure how we're going to insulate down there, just because of the way that the frame is and everything, but we're going to figure that out once the flooring's up. As you can see, this flooring's pretty beat up as it is, so it's not in the greatest shape anyways. So we're going to want to put down probably new flooring, and then we're going to seal it, and then we're probably going to do rubber matting. That way the tracks will grab a little bit better on it in the winter, and it'll just be a little bit nicer surface to be on versus this. So if we're ever in here barefoot. So that's going to be the next step, but we're going to get to putting the ceiling back on. Alright, so just got back from Home Depot and the hardware store. I got the new hardware that I'm going to need for putting in the new spring, and then I got a bunch of wood for us to use for the new ramp. Like I said, we're going to be dropping in some insulation in there. We took out the old wood yesterday because it all just beat the crap. So we're going to get the new wood put in, new insulation put in, then throw the wood down, and then hopefully I'll have the spring in, and then this door will be so much easier to open and close. So we'll get working on that. So we've currently insulated that back door. Paul and Brent put in some new screws. Finally have that wood replaced, and then we'll go ahead and get to putting the ceiling back on. Alright, our wood paneling for our supports are all in, all the insulation is in, and now we're starting to put that back up. So did you get the thing all ran. It has been a successful weekend because now we have the ceiling back in. So now that the ceiling's back in, next thing is definitely to get on the walls, and then we want to finish doing the front section so we get all of our electrical taken care of, and then that way we are not messing with any walls or anything. We will have to do the floor, but walls are done, insulation is done, so it's really coming together, but not bad for another weekend, so pretty happy with the progress. Alright, thanks for watching another episode of Caswell Customs. You can see we're making more progress with the trailer. It's coming along very slowly. We really only have time on the weekends to work on it, so we're just kind of getting done what we can get done, and it also depends what we have available at the time, but it's getting there. So we're hopefully having this done before Memorial Weekend, because we plan to take it to Traverse City, do some mountain biking, do some kayaking, so definitely got a timeline to get this done, but good progress so far. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like on it. If you want to see more with the trailer build, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This is Vinny with Caswell Customs. See you in the next one.
Linden.